Yo, 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 what's up, everybody? It's Chris Simms Unbuttoned, and yeah, you know it. You see that guy on the screen? That's right, Chris Simms, top corner in the draft. I mean, you are the top corner in the draft. I don't care what anybody says. I don't think it's close. Caleb Farley, thanks for coming on, talking to me, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good, and I appreciate you, and you know you're a genius. You're a genius for
No, you're the first one to call me that. So I mean, you look at you.
that.
You've learned how to kiss butt already. That's an important thing to go in the NFL. You got to know how to do
Yeah,
that.
man, you know I ain't never been a butt kisser, but I gotta call it ace a ace and a spade a spade.
I like it. Thanks, man. Thank you very much. All right, I want to talk about a bunch of stuff with you today. I want to hit it all, nerd out about football, your play, all of that. First thing, like I'm just intrigued by, like you came to Virginia Tech as a receiver. Why the change?
The change really, I guess that was just something that once I got there, and my coaches seen me move that they felt like would be a good fit for me because I truly wasn't a receiver. I wasn't a corner. I played quarterback pretty much all my life, middle school, high school. Coach Fuente said that he felt like, I could end up being an elite corner. So I kind of trusted him and just started the process to switch over to the defensive mentality.
And like your ball skills, playing receiver, how does that help you at corner, or how does that history help you with what you're doing now?
It helps me a lot. Playing quarterback all my life and just
Yeah.
knowing how offensive schemes work and different passing combinations and then also knowing how the receiver is trying to attack you. The ball skills and judging the ball in the air and going to attack and catch it. All of that stuff comes naturally just from playing the game. Since I was 6 and being so active in other sports. So yeah, it's just it's a perfect ingredient to make a lockdown corner.
Did you like think your coach was crazy by moving you to corner? Like, was it something? I mean, I know you said you took his advice, but were you like a little hesitant at first?
I didn't think he was crazy, but in my mindset, I'm so confident. I knew moving to corner would be a transition for me. I felt like day one, if I catch the ball and the DB doesn't have his hand on me, it's liable to go for 6 anywhere on the field, and I felt like I didn't have to be taught how to do that. So it was I can remember feeling like, Coach, I'll play corner for you, but I feel like for the team, you'll be getting the least out of my abilities.
Yeah.
Putting me out here on this island, I feel like you could be getting a lot more, out of my abilities for the team. But it worked out, and I truly thank God, and I feel like everything happens for a reason.
But like, all right, so now I'm. This is where I love your game. Like, I mean, this is why I think your ball skills. That's why I brought it up. I mean, they're amazing. They are wide receiver-ish. I didn't really know you had the wide receiver background until I prepared for this interview last night. But like, how do you? I see these DBs, right? They do the old like they turn into the wide receiver and try to play his hands. And I know you do that at times too. But then you have other ones who play the ball like a wide receiver and do that. How do you separate that, or where do you feel comfortable playing the wide receiver in that aspect?
Yeah, for me, early in my career, I truly still wasn't really comfortable. As I had got to be playing the position. So at times, I would play through hands and man to man situations. Be taught to play a man turn and play through hands. But once I started getting comfortable and getting my own feel for the game and for things, looking and leaning definitely is how you get takeaways. And I'm a guy that and I feel like has a good chance to take the ball away if I'm in somebody's hip, when the ball is arriving.
Yeah, good. Don't change in the NFL. Play the ball, get the interception. Yeah, that's the scary corners for me. Like when I used to have practice against Aqib Talib, that he used to scare me to death that way because I knew once the ball was going to go in the air, he could play the ball like the wide receiver, like you can. So that'll scare more quarterbacks. Trust me, do that. Okay, that's just my one piece of advice for you. That's it. That's all.
I got you. I plan to. I plan to take the ball. I plan to take the ball away.
I know you do that. All right. Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Okay. All right. Just wanted to see if you're staying live here and with me. Okay. All right. So now here's the other thing. Like, because I think you're the man. Aspects of your game that you think you need to work on, going into the NFL.
Yeah, I think I need to continue to get experience. continue to be put in different situations, and get another corners coach, another defensive coordinator, being that I've truly only had two, and just continue to be a sponge and get around wise people and soak up the knowledge and play. I'm a guy that when I evaluate my game and look at my skill set, I don't see any weakness. I'm a guy that plays physical, can come up and tackle. And like you said earlier, in man-to-man coverage, I know that it's not even close.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, it's not. Listen, I can only really remember one play of evaluating you, and I'm going to bring it up because I just want to talk to you about it, of where I really feel like you got beat man-to-man. And that was the Miami game, that post-corner route.
Got two inside safeties. I don't know why, I would bite down that hard on the stem inside, could have played my outside leverage. Exactly. I have no idea either. So I wish I had that back.
I like it. So you got recall. I like that a lot out of the corner. Okay. Yeah, because I wondered that too. So that's something where again, I don't know, and explain to the viewers watching this, like, yeah, you need to learn what there, that you got safety help in the middle and that you don't need to commit so much to the inside?
Yeah, just playing too aggressive. I kind of knew that they like to run these like little stem inside and bang it in there, like these little skinny type of post slant type of deals. And when I'm on the field, I truly don't want to let my receiver catch anything. I don't care if it's a hitch or anything. So just being way too aggressive in the moment and not understanding situation football. I got to trust my teammates and just play my outside leverage.
Yeah. All right. I'm always interested in this because of the great confidence, your position needs or has. Like, how do you define a successful day, like at the corner position when you're on the island all the time? I mean, I know you want no catches, but that's not always realistic. So, like, how do you kind of define it? Baseball, 1 for 3 hitting, 300 hitter. Wow, you're pretty good. How do you see it?
A successful day for me, man, is one, most importantly, is if the team wins. And two, I like to see I like to frustrate guys. I like to make guys know that they was defeated. I don't like it to be a question at all. After the game, I like for a guy to be able to, say, he got the best of me. I got to do better next time. I don't want it to be any argument or any debate of a good battle. That stuff just kind of ticks me off, and it always has. And I won't ever lose that chip on my shoulder.
All right, good. All right, so like, what are we talking to? Like during the game, do you let them know about it when they're having a bad day? Are you chirpy out there?
Yeah, I definitely talk. I'm not really like a vulgar trash talker or anything like crazy like that, but I'm definitely playing mind games and saying clever little statements and stuff like that. Just letting the guy in front of me know that I'm confident that you're gonna have to show me something crazy. That this isn't normal. That I'm not a normal corner. So I'm definitely letting guys know who they're playing against.
Well, I've said, like, you're the only guy I've seen this big that can run this way, and Jalen Ramsey's the only guy I've ever seen that's even similar to you that way. And okay, I mean, I don't know, trash talking department, he might have you there. I don't know. That's going to be a tough one to live up to.
Yeah, he got me in the trash talking department. I feel like a lot of times you wouldn't really know. You really wouldn't really know.
You're quiet about it.
But hey, maybe if I'm mic'd up this upcoming season, I feel like some of the stuff I'd be saying, a lot of people back home would laugh and kind of like chuckle at.
Yeah, I know. I would love to. I mean, you got any specific examples that you could share? You don't have to use the specific player, that like what you'll say to these guys.
It's all in the moment. It all comes from the heart. Oh, actually, I told this in the interview. I just told a guy from college, in the ACC, it came into the game, and it was a lot of noise around the game. So we get like into the mid second quarter or late second quarter, and I've been pressing this guy, and I pretty much am timing him. I realize I can sit on him and he can't lose me at all. So I'm letting him know, like, and he's only speed released. He's only hit me with like a skip off jab, stuff And I'm letting them know, like, man, you only showed me like 2-3 releases. It's the second quarter. That's disrespectful. Like you didn't prepare this week. Like
Right.
just talking to him like that. Let just reminding the guy in front of me, they're not playing a normal corner. They playing somebody that only comes around, every 25, 50 years.
You're not shy about, telling everybody how awesome you are, like, yeah, and I like that. You need it at your position, but like, what makes you so comfortable saying that, or even makes you think that altogether?
Yeah. So I still have to take and love to take a humble mindset, but at the end of the day, this is a performance based industry. It's an alpha male, industry. So, like I said, you got to call an ace and a spade, and that comes with just knowing football, knowing the game, knowing athletes, knowing different type of athletes, and putting myself up to guys, and I truly believe there's good athletes, there's great athletes, and then there's superior athletes. And I know I'm a superior athlete. I don't have to hide it. It's not boastful me saying what it is. It is what it is. I haven't found a lot. I haven't found, pretty much a lot of people that can do what I do.
No, yeah, there's not. And like, okay, football you're awesome at. Checkmate there. If you weren't playing football, you got any other sports that you like thrived at growing up?
If I wasn't playing football, I'd be getting triple doubles in the NBA like Russell Westbrook dunking on people.
You are hilarious. I love you. I don't doubt that.
That's the truth, man.
I love that you love to throw that out there, and you're so confident about it. Man, you're my man. You might be rising to my #1 player in the whole draft. All right, Katy Perry or Taylor Swift?
Katy Perry.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure we're staying alive here. Okay, all right. So now, I'm amazed. I mean, of course, about your abilities. Like jam, off. It's rare to see corners that are good at both. You're good at both. Where do you feel more comfortable there?
I like both, like you said. I feel like if you're playing off man, it gives you a chance to get more takeaways,
Right.
kind of jump routes.
Right.
But if it's 4th and 6, man-to-man coverage, no help, Super Bowl on the line, I'm going to press. I'm gonna get in his face.
Yeah.
I'm gonna press.
You're gonna make him earn it in that kind of moment.
Exactly.
Yeah, but you like what is it about that playing off, and like explain to people about the view?
It just has its advantages.
Right.
Like if you get a cut split, being able to play off and play a little bit outside to, read him and read through the backfield to see what's going on. It has advantages. Doing both things. So it's really just an in the moment and in the situation. And depending what the defense you're playing,
Yeah.
that you have to make that decision.
Right. All right. I mean, hey, you're about to be rich. All right. I know. I'm a scouting guy, and I know I can have fun with you. And Kristen, go to the wide shot again here. I mean, we got to do something about your closet and your hangers. All right. we got to fix that. Okay.
I got you. I got you.
I had to have fun with you there. I had to. That was too good. That was just low-hanging fruit there.
It's all good. I'm not tenderhearted. It's been a long time coming.
Yep. I know you're going to upgrade everything there. You got an outfit picked out for the draft yet?
Yeah. Yeah, I got something a little snazzy that I'm gonna be wearing. So
okay.
Yeah, it's been a dream come true, man. Just to be able to be invited and to get to go to Cleveland and see all the operation. I didn't get to go to the combine because of COVID, and then things like that. I had my operation, didn't get to show out on my pro day. So man, I gotta go to the draft and just enjoy that.
Okay,
and I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
I'm with you. You should go. All right, and you got something fly, like we're wearing suit. I mean, something like that. That's how we're going.
Yeah, I got a suit. I got some of my old high school colors in it, but not too much. You feel me? Got a little velvet in there.
Right.
So I got some good material. I should be fly. I should be fly.
Okay. Did you buy yourself like a watch yet or anything like that?
No, I don't have nothing like that. But I actually do got a jeweler that's gonna hook me up for the uh, for the draft. But you probably won't even see it, but it'll be there.
Okay, good, good. As long as you know you got it, that's good. All right. I mean, there's a lot. You said it. I mean, I want to hit on a bunch of other things here, but I'm gonna try to be quick with it because I know you got other things to do. But like, as far as no combine, you get to interview these teams. Like, talk about some of the interviews themselves, and not necessarily like I don't need you to tell me specifics about the teams, but kind of like just what distinguishes the teams in terms of their interviews and their approach, like that angle about, some team asked me a lot about this, another team asked me a lot about that. Like, if you could just give us a look behind the curtain as far as how that goes.
Yeah, well, first, this whole process has been such a humbling experience, especially because all the adversity that I kind of been facing and I'm going through. But when teams come in at different approaches, I have to just they don't really know. They don't really know about the situation. I can't meet with these guys in person and sit down. I'm talking to them through a phone, so they don't really know what's going on. They don't know that I injured two levels on my back in a deadlift in the 2019 season and played with those two injuries that year. I got doctors confirming all of the info and letting these guys know that I'm A-OK and 100%. But at the end of the day, they don't truly know. In their head, we haven't seen him play football, since he's had operations. Which in my head, I'm like, man, I feel great. I don't got to be annoyed with that, with that discomfort and that kind of tingling feeling it from that sciatica. So
right.
Yeah, so like I said, in my head, I'm like, I feel great. I don't have to go through the 2019 season again. You guys were seeing me play hurt. So it's just been a humbling experience of how everything is taking place. And I just have to go with it and trust that God, still has a plan for me. But if a team is is looking to take a corner and they worried about me coming back to the same type of ability, man, I'm telling you, that's a question that they're gonna have to really sit down and pray on, because I truly know it's little risk for a huge reward, because and it's not the other way around. So I just have to not get frustrated about the situation.
Yeah.
And and trust in God. And I kind of and I like how it's kind of like a hidden gem, because I've always been underrated. I've always kind of been that diamond in the rough out of high school. And so I'm still gonna be me.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's what's odd about your situation. I have a hard time thinking that anybody's going to watch film and think you're not the best corner in the draft. I really would have a hard time. I mean, at least I know my friends in the NFL think that and all that. But, yeah, you got some weird situations as far as, like, you're talking about the back, the opt-out, all that. Like, so, like, are you in your heart, do you feel like, again, I don't want to, like, make news here or anything, but that all that could hurt you to a degree, that maybe you don't go as high as you should just because of these questions that are surrounding you?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be no dummy. I know what's at stake. That's why I said it's a humbling experience to be
Yeah.
able to come
Right.
into your dreams and to be recognized, as the best corner, but probably not gonna work out that way. We'll see, it's up in the air. But at the end of the day, time will tell. Your football career doesn't end on the draft. But best believe, any team to take a corner on me, just being who I am with the tip of my shoulder, I'm a dog. That's
Yeah.
gonna tick me off. That's gonna tick me off. I'm gonna try to do them like Randy Moss did them. When they let him fall, like that's gonna tick me off. I'm gonna try to high step all the way to the end zone, with the ball in my hand and point at my back when I get in there. That's the type of dude I am. So, but at the end of the day, let me get out of that mode and get
Yeah.
back. I thank God. I thank God for the opportunity, but I will always have that chip on my shoulder. And one thing is I'll be suited up, this fall, and I can't wait.
Yeah, no. Listen, I like everything you're saying, and I think teams are going to like it too. So don't worry. I mean, you got the right approach of confidence and being humble, and you got work still and all that. So that's good. All right. Drake or Travis Scott?
Drake.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. Just want to keep going there. Okay. I want to get people
Good
to
questions.
know. Yeah, I just want people to know who you are. Just trying to get them out there. Beamer or Benz? What's the preference there?
Benz.
Benz, good. I'm a Benz guy too. Definitely go Benz. I'm just telling you won't go wrong there. Actually, go Tesla. Save the environment. It won't use any gas. Okay, I got a Tesla. It's pretty sweet, and it's faster than any of those Benz or Beamers out there.
I'm already knowing they got some tough Teslas coming out in the next couple years.
I know. Okay, good. Okay, we see eye to eye here. All right,
we own it.
Yeah, we are on it. When you talk to teams, like what's the one thing you feel like they continue to gush about, with you as far as your play on the field?
I kind of get frustrated because I feel like teams try to tie, my opt out to my back injury. And at the time I truly forgot about the buzz, that I had because, I just had symptoms that, I was being told was just post-operative that would go away with time. Because we chose, my school, we chose to operate on my L4, L5 because it was worse. And we was going to give the chance for the L5, S1 to heal, because in a normal person, they saying that stuff like that just gets reabsorbed in the body over time. And, just resting will help you. But, we're training year round and doing stuff like that. So it just never really healed for me. And I wish, I don't want to say I regret or wish anything, but I know it's something that I could have got taken care of a long time ago and avoided all of this drama.
That's okay. Listen, I hurt my L4 and L5. I had stress fractures in L4, L5. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna turn out all right. I don't have any doubt about that. But like, what about the positive aspects? Like, what's the one thing you hear about, like, when they watch you on film? Are they just like, man, we love your ball skills, or damn, you're so fast? What do you hear about in that department?
A positive, I feel like for a lot of teams is how quickly, I kind of started dominating my competition at the position.
Right.
I got my feet wet my freshman year. That was truly my first time, playing defense live, and then my sophomore year just was a totally, looked like I had been playing corner, for a few years. And, with me, I'm a very coachable guy. Like, I'm gonna be coming to a team with an empty cup. It's not like I feel like everything should be done this way. No, I'm truly coming in to be the best corner of my generation. That's my goal. And I know I can't do it by myself. I need a great corners coach. I need a great defensive coach. I need a great D-line. All of these type of things. That's just my goal. I set high goals for myself, and I truly believe in my heart, without a doubt, I will get there. Fast.
Yeah. All right, just a few more. You okay with just like 2 or 3 more? You all right with that?
Man, I'm good. I ain't got nothing to do.
All right, good, great. That's what I needed to hear. All right, well, like, now, last part about just asking the team stuff and all that, because you were really the first big name to opt out last year because of COVID and all that. Like, how do you listen? I played in the NFL for 8 years. I know coaches. Oh, he might not love football because he didn't play last year. All that crap. Like, do you feel like you get that blowback, or what's the reaction been in general?
I've got it. I've got it from teams. Like I said, they just don't know.
Yeah.
A guy can sit on his own and conjure up any idea he want to believe. But at the end of the day, it's just my personal situation. With my mother being gone out the house and me and my father living together for that last year in school, he knows my heart and my dream. And, I lived by myself at school, and that's why my father was living by myself at school. So me being around all these guys, and traveling, and at the time, with the information we had at the time, it's like people tend to forget.
Yes.
Tend to forget that.
Right.
So it's like me being around all these guys at the time and not getting tested and going home and eating dinner with my father every day. It was something that I couldn't ignore, that I didn't have peace about the situation. That's why I was the first one. I didn't have to wait for anybody else. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if I was the only one. I had to play it cautious. That's just what I felt in my heart, and you know, I don't want to look,
No.
I don't want to look back and regret, because you know, to this day I'm COVID free. My father was COVID free, and you know, I just got to thank God.
Hey, that's what a man does. A man's got to make decisions that's best for him and his family, and not worry about everybody else in the world. And I respect that, and I think any real man should respect that.
Amen.
I saw your trainer release 428, your 40, like all that. Like if you were hitting on all cylinders, is that what? Like is that what you could have ran at the combine? Or what are we talking there?
Man, like I tell you, this is such a humbling experience, because I tell you the truth, that was one of my slower times. That's just the only time we had on tape. So, you know,
All
it
right.
is what it is.
What number
Me
you gonna?
me saying that don't me
What?
saying that don't mean nothing, you feel me? Because it's in the books. It's already in the books, but
I know.
I gotta live with it, because I couldn't do it on that day.
Yeah, well,
But
it shows on film, so that's okay. The people are going to see that and go, I don't know how fast he is, but he's damn fast. Nobody seems to be faster than him. I know that. You know, that's the one thing to look at. I mean, NFL, you know, what number are you thinking about wearing when you get there? You know, I because you
hey,
said high step in, I think 21. I think you're going to be Dion, something like that. What are you going to do?
they said what, isn't
The
there like
single
a
digits might happen. I knew you were going to say this. That's why I asked. Where are you going to go?
if the single digits might happen and I'm fortunate enough to get a single digit, I'm definitely going to go with the single digit. I either go back to 3 or go back to 5, what I rocked in high school.
Right.
But any number I put on is going to be cool, you know, for years to come. So I'm not even concerned about it.
Yeah, I hear you. Like best QB wide receiver you faced in college. You know, wide receiver first. Who's the best receiver you had to cover in your college days?
Me and Chase Claypool had a big time battle.
Yes, you
You know,
did.
he's a competitive guy, and one thing I can say about him is, you know, he did his effort. Never, you know, he never pulled back on his effort. He was giving me the same type of releases, juice in his routes the whole game. He was trying to knock me off my feet, you know, blocking me downfield. And you know, and I didn't get that from a lot of guys. You know, I felt like a lot of times I had guys defeated where they kind of pulled back on their effort at times, and their whole releases and routes wasn't even the same late into the game. But Chase Claypool, you know, he's a competitor, and I respect him for that, because you know we was going at it. And his quarterback Ian Book,
Yeah.
smart.
Right.
I thought he was gonna throw it to me a couple times, and he gave me one of the meanest pump fakes, you know, I ever seen. So
I remember.
he's smart.
I was there. I was there that day, you know, because I work for
Oh,
NBC, and I was on the sidelines. And
that's awesome.
so I mean, and of course that was the first week I got to know about you, because I'm mostly NFL. So then I'm studying, you know, that game and getting ready for it and all that. Chase Claypool, anybody that listens to my podcast, they know that was one of my diamonds in the rough last year, and he is like you, like a freak of nature. I mean, he's got to be one of the freakiest guys you covered. So yeah, I'm not shocked to hear you
He
say
can
that.
run.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he can
he
run.
can run.
Right.
That was my birthday that game too. You know, I was 21. I was feeling like a man.
Oh man, and you guys lost that game in heartbreaking fashion. I mean, you probably should have won it.
Heartbreaking fashion.
Yeah.
Heartbreaking fashion. 4th and 10. No, I wish well, no, I don't want to throw any of my teammates on the bus. Nah, whatever. I'm gonna say it. I wish at the end of the game,
Yeah.
you know, I could have followed. I could have, like, on that last play,
Right.
on that 4th and 10,
Right.
when they took Chase from my side and put him on the other
They put it,
side,
and he ran the in cut on the other side.
and he ran that in cut,
Right.
because our other corner had got that target,
Oh, right.
and he was out, and because number 28, Jermaine Waller, he's a beast. I'm at corner, he's a beast. But man, I wish I could go back and
They could have put you over
kind of
there.
see that in the moment, because he started out over there and then ran over there and seen that in the moment and just booked it over there. Like 4th and 10, no way. Like, oh man.
Yeah. I man, your recall is really damn good. I mean, it's quarterback like recall.
I mean, this is my life. You know, I really live football. You know, I want to be the best to ever play it. And I know what come with it. Sacrifice, that's exactly what I do. I'm all about the game. So I'm just excited to have this opportunity to have the best people in front of me.
Yeah, and speaking of that, like, who's the receiver in the NFL that you're looking forward to just seeing in person? Wide receiver and quarterback in the NFL that you just can't wait to get on the same field with?
All of them that has the outside world, the regular person scared. The guys that sit back at home and watch the game and say, man, can't nobody mess with him.
Right.
Can't nobody go press him up. He's too fast. Or this guy's too big. He's just gonna body guys and catch up. All the guys that people back home look at and say, man, he's just unguardable. I'm gonna come shed a different light on a lot of that stuff.
Yeah. I'm waiting for you versus DK Metcalf, or I think Tyreek Hill. That's the two I'm looking at where I'm going, oh, please, I'll buy some popcorn and watch that.
Have you ever seen somebody press up Tyreek Hill with no help over top?
The only guy I've seen, and anybody that listens to my podcast, I'll tell you, only guy I've seen is really Jalen Ramsey, really. That's really just had, like, no help, single safety defense. The free safety really didn't even cheat his way to help or do anything like that. That's the only guy I've really seen do that.
That's huge. The defense got to have a lot of trust in you. Your coach got to have a lot of trust in you. You got to be putting your work in. That's huge. That's not something you can just roll out there and do. You got to be you got to be sharp, and you got to be in game shape and thinking and playing your chess game. But I'm somebody I know I can do those things.
Yeah, I don't doubt that one bit. I mean, our last thing, PlayStation or Xbox?
PlayStation.
Damn, you know what? I knew it. What is up with? I don't get it. All you young guys like the damn PlayStation more now. How? The Xbox is better. I don't get that. That's the one thing I'm to disagree with you with.
I got both.
You do got both.
PlayStation.
Okay.
But the PlayStation.
All right. I'll take your word for it. I'm a big fan of you, as you know. I'm a big fan of your tackle, Christian Darrisaw. I mean, he ever lay his hands on you at practice?
I give him a little lean here and get around him, something like that. But he came in. He came in a freshman All-American.
Right.
I remember his true freshman year, and he got the freshman All-American honors. He's always been fundamentally sound and a beast. He doesn't get beat. Now, I can remember sitting on the sideline, and we were watching him, like, knowing he has a big time matchup, and we're just watching him shut a guy down.
Right.
Like, man, go ahead, do your thing then.
He is. He's shut down tackle like you're a shut down corner. And, like, I really appreciate you coming on the pod today, having fun, being so easy to talk to, man. I'm rooting for you big time, man. I really am. And tell whoever that is in your bed, I've seen the move. I know somebody's in that bed. I saw the feet move a few times. All right. They didn't trick us. All right.
I got you.
You're the man. All right. Good luck with everything.
All right, appreciate you.
See you, Caleb.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.